Good morning, students. Last class I had shown you designing the reports. Today we are going to discuss creation of a table through SQL queries. This is the very important thing. We had only designed queries through design view, but this one we are going to use it through SQL queries. So the topics we will cover here are SQL queries, DDL command, DML command, forms as reports. Forms and reports we have already done it, but at the end of this assignment we are going to again discuss the form and report. What is DDL? DDL stands for data definition language. So creation of a table, alter, delete, these are all different DDL commands. So I'll send you a list where we have the DDL commands written. Right now we are to create a table employee as per the structure given below. So field name, data type, size, and if there is any constant given, that will be mentioned. And field name, two field names we have to give. One is employee code, data type is text, size 4, primary key. Second field name is employee name, text, size 30. Now this is the first question on creation of table. Without creating a table we cannot create any further query. So first we need to have a table. So let's go to access and create one table. So I'm starting the access. I'm just repeating. We'll start with the blank database. Now I'll name it as SQL and your file name is access 8. So I will write access 8 just for remembering purpose. That's it. Now where should I create? I will choose a folder where I want. Let me see whether it allows or not, because many a time you cannot press by the address. So let me first create it here, then I'll take it to the actual folder. So this is the previously path created, then I'll click on create. So my blank database is created. Now I have to create the file. So let's close these options. Now I'll go to the option create. Create table design. Instead of going to table design, I'll go to view. Sorry, 1 minute. Create, as we are doing through want to do through SQL, so we'll go to query, then we'll come to design, and here you will find SQL. So we'll click on this view and click here SQL view. Now we get an editor open like this, a white portion opened like this. This is called the editor, where we are supposed to write the SQL query. Now you see first option is shown here as select. Select any query, but we do not have anything to select. We have to create a table. So let me delete this. We'll write create. Now I am supposed to create a employee table. Create table employee. This is the one we'll create. Create table employee. Open first bracket, very important. Now let's go back and check the file, what we have written. Employee code, text 4, and it is a primary key. So I have to assign like that. Just remember, table name is employee, and 2 fields I have to create. So let's go back to Access. Employee name, employee code first, space, text, within bracket I write 4. That means the size of this field will be 4, space, I write the reserved word primary key, because you have seen earlier also we have set a primary key for a particular field through which we are going to retrieve the records. Like in student file, we have created student roll number as the primary key. Here also employee code will be the primary key. Next field, employee name, EMP name. This is also text, size, within bracket you will write 4, close the first bracket. Now we have started a bracket here after the word employee. So now we'll close another bracket here and put a semicolon. Semicolon is very important. Semicolon is very important. So without which it will not understand that your command is finished. So we are writing SQL query, structured query language. Now let me copy this in Notepad after I execute it. Now I hope my query writing is over. So I have to execute this command. I have to run this command. So you can see this run tab. So we'll click on this run tab once. If it is correct, my table is created. See, I have executed the command, my table is created. So this is my table, but it will be a blank table. I have no records. So employee table is created. So now I will save this query. Save. Oh, my Access is sometimes not responding. Yes, I will give a name so that I can understand. Create underscore query. So it is create query. So I remember this like this. So this is a query, create query. So if I run this, now if I want to run it again, it will show already created. See, if I run, that may modify data in your. So I do not want to do this because my table is already created. Now let us see this. Right click, open. A blank table is there. Employee code with no records, employee name with no records, because I have just created the table structure. Now my next question. So the first question is done. So I will just copy this in the Notepad so that you can see it properly. Let me open Notepad. I'm increase the font size so that you can see it properly. Wait, making it 24. Okay, so I'm writing question number 1 here. I'm writing the query. What was my query? Let me open this. This was my query. I just copy and paste it in Notepad so that it appears little bigger. So this is my query. Create table. Table is the reserved word. Then the word is the name of the table. Create is the reserved word to create a table. So create what? Create table. Table name employee. Then immediately after that we start a bracket. After that I write employee code, space, the data type, that is text, within bracket the size of the data type I write, that is 4, space, then this is the primary key. Primary key means I will retrieve all the records through this field. That is why this is chosen as the primary key, comma, EMP name, text 4. I close the bracket here, then another bracket. Why? Because I have opened a bracket here. So this bracket is for this one. So before this, let me write this. Steps to create a SQL query. Create, go to query design, then view, from there SQL. So an editor will open. Over there we will write this command. So this is the basic step we have to follow before writing a SQL query. So now my question number 2 I will write. So let's go back to question number 2. What was question number 2? Let me see. Include the following fields in table employee. This is also called a DDL command, that is data definition language command. So here I am going to write, I am going to include these fields inside my table. Because these fields were not there, I am going to later add these fields. This we have already done in simple query through wizard or through query design, but here in SQL view we will write a query to write this. So how I'll do it? I will use the alter command. Let me close the previous query. Again use the same thing, create, query design, close the show table, view, SQL view. Now alter table employee, add. Remember the spelling which you have used in creation, that spelling only you have to use, otherwise it is not going to understand which table you are going to access. Alter table employee, add. What we are going to add? We are going to add certain fields. Now let me put up the question again. Basic data type number. Remember, for number data type no size is required. Sizes are taken default by the system. Basic DA, PF, gross salary, net salary. These are the things we require. So I go add basic number, DA number, PF number, gross underscore salary space number, comma, net underscore sal, that's also number, semicolon. Now one second, let me see the data types, data spelling, gross sal, net sal. Okay, so this is also a DDL command because we are using the alter command. Now if my query writing is correct, then the command will execute properly, otherwise it is going to show me a message, what is the error. So now I again click on this run tab. Now nothing is shown here, so let's first check it. Employee table, see, these are all created. Basic is added, DA is added, PF is added, gross salary added, net salary added. So I have successfully added 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 more fields to my employee table. I again close this table. Now I again copy this for you in Notepad. So that you can understand. I am just giving a line so that you can see it properly in one screen. So this is the syntax of the second question. After query design, here actually it shows show table, which you are going to close it, then view SQL. Okay, so each time we'll be doing this. So this is my second query executed through SQL command. Now third questions. Delete the field gross salary from employee table. Change the size of employee name field to 20. Now here we are going to make some amendment. We are making some changes here. So I am going to delete this field. How? So let me see this command again, once again. So we are going to use this command as this command we are going to use. Let me copy it in Notepad for you. So what we are going to do, this is the syntax, this is the structure how we are going to alter table name. So we are writing alter table employee. What we are going to delete? Gross salary. Drop column gross salary. Then the gross salary will be deleted. So I hope this will work. Let me see. Delete the field gross salary from employee tables. Okay. So I just copy it once more. Copy it from Notepad, and to make my time saving I will just, so here I write alter query 1. Now again use the same step, create query design, close the show table box, SQL view, click on SQL view. Now here I am going to write that command, alter table name. What is the table name? My table name is employee. Drop column. What I want to drop? I want to drop the field gross salary. GROSS underscore SAL. So gross salary. This was, I am supposed to, this field I am supposed to delete it. Although I have added it just now, I have to delete it. So run. Now let's check whether gross salary is there or not. No gross salary. So it has been deleted. So this is question number 3. So in this case 3A, I suppose. 1 minute. Delete the, yes. So this is question number 3A. So here what will I write? Oh, why I need to do this? I can straight away copy from the Access editor itself. Copy. Paste. So alter table name is employee, drop column gross salary. So this is my 3A done. Now 3B. Now here I am going to modify. Question number 3B is modifying the, change the size of employee name field to 20. It was 30, so I am going to change it to 20. How I am going to do that? Let me see the syntax of size. Alter table name, modify So this will be my syntax. I am copying the syntax for you. And accordingly I'll do it. So here what we have to do it, once again I copy and write the syntax for you. Field name, employee name to be in size to be made instead of, oh sorry, employee name was 30. Why did I write 4 here? My goodness. Alter table employee, modify what column? PMP name, text 20. So semicolon after each and every command you have to give the semicolon. So see, initially this was a mistake. Instead of 30 I have written 40, but now it will change to 20. It doesn't matter. So I will use this command in the access. Let me go to access first. This is done. Alter underscore query 2. Now again I go to create, query design, close, SQL view. Now I am going to write the query here. So whatever mistake I had done here, that will get now modified. Initially I should have done 30 with the size, and that I changed to 20, but by mistake I had made it 4. That shouldn't be, so it should be 20 only. So let's execute this. Syntax error. Alter table employee. Where is the mistake? Let me check in my command list. So this should work. Why is it not working? I think this bracket is not required. Let me try it out. Alter table employee, modify employee name. Let me see what is the name of that field. It is showing modify is not a correct word. Don't change. Employee name was by mistake. I can also change it from here for the time being and make it 20 here, but I will show you the command later on why it is not working. That command I'll just show it to you. Let me save it. So it is being done now. This I've done it through design view, but through query also we can do the same thing. Now the question is how change the size of employee name field to 20. This I have shown you, but why there is slight error, that I'll rectify it. But for the time being you will master these commands only. I'll send you the solution file after I complete the entire assignment. For the time being, this is my entire assignment which you are going to work on, and this file I'm going to share it with you. Please keep this handy, and later on we'll also require it for your files. So as of now, what we have done, we have created the table, and through queries, one query we have created the table here, then two alter queries we have done. One is to create this, another one is to change the drop one column. Now let us go to, then I'll be discussing some more of this in the